in a, for example, cement factory or in any kind of factory in which they use chemical or plastic, you know. This is also very important when they use the filters in the area.
Yes.
So,
yeah, here is the filter classification table, which we showed with the, let's say, old norm, and more the EN 779 2012 is getting old norm, and there's a new norm which is ISO 16890. So we put the table here to make an evaluation to understand which filter is right now, which one is it. So when we talk about, let's say, from the M5, we say, according to Ian, we say M5, but in ASHRAE, they say MER 9 or 10. I think you are also oriented to US standards. You use inches, MER, so you should consider this point. But right now, according to ISO, yeah, they expanded the particle sizes according to different particle size. Yeah, let me say there are, before it was 0.4 micron. Right now it's expanded to 4 particles, like ISO EPM1, ISO EPM 2.5, EPM 10, and ISO course, ISO course. When we talk about the G4, we say right now ISO course 90% or 80%. And when it comes to M5, M6, we talk about the percentage with this head, like EPM 10 with the 50% or 60%. Sorry. This is the chart. The market tried to orient to this norm, but still they use old classification with the M5, F7, F9, or MER.
It will take time to that the people can orient this new norm. It will take time.
But I think when we adapt to this norm, there will be another norm, so we should adapt.
ISO.
Yeah, market is always changing. We should understand the details, but everybody will orient it at the end. And for the down, you can see the UPA and UPA filters, efficiency, integral value of efficiency, integral value of the penetration, which is also have in our catalog, which helps us to understand the efficiency rate for each class. So whenever you ask me with this efficiency or with this class, I will understand what you need easily. Here is our product range. We have pre-filters, which starts from G2, G3, and G4, which can be made plastic frame, cardboard frame, aluminum, or galvanized frame. And the media can be also in the several variants according to your decision or according to your area capacity. We have medium filters, and 5 and 6, it can be. Sorry.
I will go a little bit faster with the table. So, by the media filter from M5 to M6, it's also with synthetic media as well, or glass fiber media. By the 5 filters, we are talking about pocket filter and V-band filter and panel filters. With the glass fiber media, also we can make it with synthetic media as well. Then we have from E10 to U17, it's written U50, but we can make it also to use 17 HEPA filters as well. In aluminum frame, galvanized frame, or MDF frame, which is called in your country wooden frame. Then we have activated carbon filters, high temperature filters, aluminum separators, high temperature aluminum separators. As I remember, in your country, they are still used right now in your hospitals. They are still using this old system. Also, filter equipment. We produce HEPA boxes for hospital clean rooms. Then we produce also housing frames for packet filter, tray filters as well. And after that, you will see how many pieces we produce next step. So we will continue. So tray filters from G2 till G4. Daily we produce 100 pieces.
And this is a picture of the tray filters production area. And you can see the guys are making one of the G4 tray filters with the big size. We daily manufacture 70 pieces, but with the one worksheet, not over worksheet.
Yeah.
Here is the numeric figures for the year by year. As you can see, the increase is obvious because we expand our capacity with the machine, with the employment, and also the orders, because when we give the solution to our customers, they also get all other filters like gray filters, fine filters. So it affected our 2019 numbers, which is 142,500 pieces was last year production quantity.
And the next one, we have a back filter, pocket filter from M5 to F9. We produce daily 1,000 pieces in one sheet. That means from 8 o'clock morning to 6 o'clock in the evening, in 12 hours, let's say.
Yeah.
So we have two options in this kind of filters. We can make it with metal or synthetic media or glass fiber media, which we can make it with plastic frame or galvanized frame. These are the options.
Yeah.
From 2010 to 2019, you see as well that year by year that the back filter increasing the capacity. That means in the past we was making the depression, but the clips by hand. Right now we have optimization machines. It will be automatically clips. It's very fast. Right now, in the past it was 12 women who are working. Right now it's only just 4 women. 8 people is minus right now. So with the machine we are much more faster than.
Yeah, the capacity increased because of this reason. And here is the production line of the resell rigid back filters. We have robotic system to make glue on the filters. We have the efficiency rate from M6 to F9, and they manufacture, I think it was over the 1,000 pieces.
Exactly.
It was around 1,300 pieces. Yeah.
Daily
with the one worksheet.
In the picture right now you see only one robot, but at the moment we have right now 5 robots. We increase also the line, so it's more longer with the line. On this side, it's 2 robots on the left side, 2 robots on the right side. At the end, we have another robot who make by wheel bank filter, high capacity 4,000 cubic meter high capacity, and in this wheel bank filter for gas turbine, they make a gasket, volatile gasket all around. We make everything by robot, so this affects the production very fast.
And the quality.
And all the filter, the grammage, because of the robot, the gluing inside. So all the filters have same grammage.
Yes, and it gives the resistance of the leakage for the filters. And here is the figures for the VCR rigid back filters. In 2019, the quantity was 115,522.
150,523 was the end of the year, the quantity.
Yeah.
But right now,
you see the difference of the years because of the robotic system,
yeah.
Right?
So this year it's more higher than right now than 2019.
You will see it beginning of
2021, you will see.
We will share with you. And one of the important production line, which is HEPA filters area. In that picture, the robot making glue on the wheel bank HEPA filters, which is high capacity HEPA filters. We have also the standard type from E10 to, it doesn't write E10, but we have E10 until U70. And the daily manufacture is around 350 pieces, which is really good quantity for the HEPA, because one HEPA takes really long time to make it flat, make it frame, and after glue, and the weight to dry the glue and the gasket. So it takes a really long time, but with this quantity, we try to give our customer a short delivery time. Yeah.
The next step, right now you see all the production line, HEPA ultra filters, which we produce daily, 350 pieces in aluminum frame or MDF frame. Then also you see on the right side our new test rig machine. This new test rig machine is the latest technology, and you can see always the test report.
Sorry.
No,
there are test rig. Both of them are different. One is scan test with the EN1822, and the other is which the guy is sitting next to machine, next to machine, which is the machine of the Topaz from Germany, and it is automatically scanned all the filter.
So that means if you, for example, give an order for 50 or 100 of HEPA filters, each of them have a test report with own serial number. And this serial number will be decided on the filter by itself and on the box with package.
Yes, maybe you can think because some companies make HEPA filter production, but after test it randomly. For example, from 10 pieces, they just test 1 or 2 pieces and give them away. We don't do that. We just test each filter individually, and each filter has its own serial number. So it means if the filter didn't pass the test, it cannot ship the customer. It will be go to red point to the match. So for the HEPA filters, you can have the piece because we get all the responsibility and give the customer the guarantee with the test report. And here is a number for the HEPA filters. It is together with the V-Bank standard HEPA filter, aluminum HEPA filter. And the number the last year was around 60,000 pieces, which was also a good point for our company. And the other production, our products, which are related with the carbon filters. You may know that the carbon filters for the small other areas, they use carbon filter as a cartridge or the V-cell filters. On the left side, On the left side, you see the cartridge type, which is filled with carbon granules on the cylindrical, and it goes by set with the plate. And this one is the V-cell filter with the carbon-plated media.
So I will explain a little bit with the cartridge filter. The cartridge filter and the V-band filter, this type are using in the airports, restaurants, chemical area. So in this areas, they have air handling units with a big case of the system with the fan inside, with pre-filter until HEPA filter. First stage is the pre-filter G4, then is coming F7 or F8 or back filter. Third stage is activated carbon filter. At the end is using the high capacity V-back filters. This cartridge and V-band filter are used mostly in the restaurants or airports as well to get the odors, the smell of chemical.
To remove the smoke and the odor.
Exactly. So you see again from 2010 till 2019.
Yeah, these filters are, as are the for special areas, the quantity is not for the main products. So for by project or by the regular customers, it's produced with this quantity. So last year it was 22,500 pieces.
Yeah.
And the other products, we call it filter equipment. Actually, this one is very important for the some areas. It is called with fan filter unit, which has HEPA filter, pre-filter, and also with the fan on the top of the box to use mostly in food industry for the hospitals, clean rooms, which is important product. We also do it by ourselves, all the complete products. Just the fan is from the supplier. And this is the filter housing frames for the pre-filters, back filters, and it can be also for HEPA filters. And on the right side, which is called HEPA box, it's again used in the pharma industry, hospitals. The box is just making housing for the filters to put on the ceiling. Here it is also diffuser to close the box and give the fresh air to inside of the room. Daily manufacture is around 100 or 1,000 pieces. It depends on the project, it depends on the order. So it is not a regular product.
Mostly pharmaceutical industries, they use it. Last shipment was, I think, 1 month ago in Pakistan. Maybe, I don't know if you know it, the mostly pharma producers are in Germany, but mostly is in India and Pakistan. For example, only in Karachi, there are more than thousands of pharmaceutical companies who produce, I don't know, some kind of medicine. Yeah.
And the quality management, as we look on the completely production servers, we try to be always solution oriented. Sometimes we can have a problem or the customer can have problem. We try to give them technical solution. In domestic market, it's often because we can go to application area and see by our eyes and give them solution. But for the internal, for the export market, it is hard because we cannot go all the time to see the application area. So customer give us all the details and we try to give them correct products.
Otherwise, we pay the flight ticket, then I will come.
No, I will let you. We have many business here, so we try to give solution by mail, by phone.
Yeah.
But every time I think our customer can reach us, we don't hear any comment about.
Exactly. Mostly the customers that we are working is not end user. We do not work with end user.
Yeah.
Mostly customer, they have experience how they
engineering companies or wholesaler, or
exactly.
they are also some producer of filters or the others.
In local market, we have of course customers. We work with end users, but in Europe market or other countries, only with management companies or filtration companies, because we produce also for big companies some filters as OM with their brand.
No.
So in the next step, you will see the quality control. I think you will take by yourself, check this in your all together, because to explain this, it will take much time.
Yeah.
In the next step, this is the test machine, which we try to explain from the beginning. With the EN 8022 Luno, with this test rig machine, like Mrs. Gamza explained before, this is automatical. Make a scan and test by yourself. And in this test machine from Germany, which call it Topaz, in this machine, the difference what the other companies don't have, this filter can make a scanning and make a report with graphic as well. So the diagram. So you will see easily that the filter do have a leakage or not.
Yeah, from on the left side,
Okay.
according to which norm this machine is tested, it's according to EN 1822, 23, 24, 25 can be. And the dimension can be from the small size, 305, 30 millimeter. It can be up to 1,220, 1,830, and maximum depth is 300 millimeters.
So from 200 cubic meter per hour to 5,000 cubic meter per hour, we can make test one by one without any problem.
Yeah. And here is one example for the test report, which we told you it is individual testing, and each of them has a unique test report with the serial number. So I cannot show you each detail. I think on the next page, next page I will show you what is talking
We
about.
will send this test report to you.
I think they have it because we already shipped them to computer.
Okay.
So they should see the report, but here will also show you. As you see, the particle sizes for the HEPA filter, it is starting with 0.1 and 0.2, and also 0.3 micron. Integral efficiency, sorry, I think we have a problem with the Zoom application. It is just moving by mistake. It is just giving the details for this report.
It's an example for you.
Yeah, the dimension was 610, 75 millimeter, and they reached the airflow 550 cubic meter, and it shows it is H13 because efficiency was 99.95, and leakage test shows it's already passed. And with this diagram, we have also another test report. It can be shown on the report.
This is for the independent laboratory test report for our WBAC filter, which we use for climate system or power plants, for example. This is the standard one with the A+ on the energy efficiency. which we have. A plus, classification A means that the product is a high level of quality. This is what it means.
Yeah, the consumption, they show the annual energy consumption, it was 1,400 kilowatt. If you, per hour, if you compare with another, that this consumption can be higher, which costs to, let's say,
energy saving,
who use this filter in their machine, in their air handling unit, that make it more energy. So it means more cost. That's why our customers are careful about the energy efficiency for this kind of filters. And with the VTT, which is one of the companies who test the filters for the Eurovent as well, so we send our filters to see the results by third-party institution. We can also do the same test in our factory with the new test machine, but sometimes, they should be approved by the third-party institution. So we got this report also in our company. But this is tested according to EN 779/2012.
Yeah.
It can be also for ISO norms.
This the energy efficiency class A, it means this product is energy saving. If you use in your system, like Gamsa explained, if you use in your system, you will find out that behind the iceberg, you will see some wrong production when the customer buys a wrong product or buy a product with energy consumption is C or D. That means they pay more energy cost for electrical cost more than that you can see. You see only the iceberg, but on the iceberg bottom, on the C, you will see the high cost. But with the class A, is energy saving. That means you pay more or less cost of energy.
It means money.
Money.
Another test report for the back filter, which is rigid type back filter. Here, the most critical points: what is the media type, which is synthetic, and the initial pressure drop was 20 Pascal.
Dust capacity.
With I think 3,000 cubic meter. And the dust capacity was 698 gram, which is acceptable for the industry, and average efficiency was around 45%.
And this type of back filter, as you can see in the picture, these are used for gas turbine. What we tried to explain at the beginning of the meeting. Yeah. This is the type of which they use right now for gas turbine or for automotive sectors.
Yeah, this is common for them. And our certificates, which is Eurovent for the F-class filter, like we sell back filter, we have Eurovent since 2012.
Yeah.
2012, we have the Eurovent certificate, and every year we send our filters to be tested in Eurovent.
Every 6 months.
Yeah.
Every 6 months, Eurovent is coming to our warehouse, and without any asking, they just go to the ramp and then take any kind of filter, the F classes from the roof, and then they take it. We cannot say, we cannot take it, take this one, we cannot say it. They just go, take it, choose it, and then they use it.
Sorry, I think Wesley has asked some question. Is it
standard use for graphite media for F7 to up? Do you have cool set A filters? Do you produce your own fiberglass media? Do you Yes, fiberglass media from F7 to F9 is standard. Cool set e-filters, if you send us information like data sheet or technical information, sure, it's possible. Glass fiber media around the world is only 4 companies who produce this glass fiber media. 2 of them is in USA, which is called John Mayer and IFB or UFB. One of us in Germany, and one of us in USA again, called HB. They produce it. Dust collector filter and back filter. Dust collector and back filter, you mean?
Yeah,
for cement factory, you mean, or which
cartridge? Yeah, they use cartridge filter for dust collector, but for the back filter, it's kind of PTFE membrane.
PTFE membrane, yes, this is the long one for the cement factory.
Yes, that's one.
Yeah, we can provide.
As a polyester, yeah, we provide. It's not our main, but we can also provide to our customers.
When you use MDF frame or steel for filters. Okay, MDF frame. Mostly MDF frame, why they need MDF frame? Because mostly the customers using the MDF frame, after using the finish the life of MDF, they burn it. So there is no cost for removing this frame. But for the steel or HEPA filters, it depends where they use. Pharmaceutical companies mostly they use aluminum frame, and food industry they use stainless steel frame. So it has to be stainless steel because of humidity in the places where they produce food or milk or whatever. You know, this is the area where they have to use or choose the right filter that we explained in the beginning.
Also the price, I think, with some customers.
The price, of course, is also effective, but for hospitals, is using always aluminum frame, not MDF. It's wrong.
Yeah, because laminate filters.
Any question? We can continue.
Very right, and then they have a question. We told you that we have UN certificate and the other certificate, which is ISO 9001 2015 with the quality management system. Our company is already oriented with the system. And the other one is ISO 14001 2015 environmental management system. All of them are about the safety and the production quality. And the last one is
OAHSES. This is very important for health and safety management system. Believe it or not, even the cattle don't have the certification because they use the labor market. But when the people are asking, do you have the safety management system certification? We can provide it, but not many can the company have this.
Yeah. And the other one is ISO 27001 2013, which is also required in our industry for information security management system. So we renew all the security system regarding technology, communication, to be protective and safety for ourselves and for our customers.
Exactly.
Hygiene certificate for the HEPA filters. It's also required in the food industry for hospitals.
Laboratories, clean rooms, they ask for it.
Yeah.
AS9.1 for A-space. So I think you will be a little surprised because right now we can produce also A filters for planes, for A planes.
Yes, this is really hard industry for air filters because aerospace is completely different structure, different certification system, different design, and they always look some other details. But we just start. We try to give Airbus, yeah, and also Turkish Airlines. We had communication, we had supplied some products to them. So we are proud of this certificate. It is different area for us, but just improving current one.
It's not like the standard standard air filtration, you know. Air filter, there's very many companies around the world who produce air filters like us. But for airplane, around the world, there's only 3 companies which they produce these filters, maybe more than LYS MGT. They produce filters. But now we were so aggressive because we believe on quality or stability. We think, why we cannot do this as well? So we sent it to an independent laboratory, they tested. So we have a test reports for this. We can produce it for this. And we try to get the parts from this cage, but it's not so easy to enter in this market.
Yeah, very difficult. European conformity certificate for HEPA filters. For each product, we have TE certificate, B-cell filters, back filters, panel filters, carbon filters, and we have also the raw material raw filters, which are customer requirements.
Yine normal adlar hiç girmiyor. So our goals at the end of 2020 with 90% work production capacity, increased production capacity 10%.
In this year, so we are still, let's say, the half of the year. We will see the result end of the year, but for now, we feel
really, I mean,
we feel lucky because of this coronavirus. There was many problems in Europe, in Turkey also, but we never shut down.
Exactly.
We never stopped our production. We always, sorry, there was a question. We follow any international standard to determine types of filter efficiency for cleaning rooms like operation rooms, medical rooms, or other areas and hospitals or airports. University experiments applying more efficient filters, not only for odors but also to avoid propagation of the coronavirus.
Yes, I mean we have enough experience
For first question.
For a question, I mean,
for the cleaning rooms, I think we are talking about HEPA filters. As on the previous pages, the norm is talking about the EN.
Yes, 1822 standard.
1822, yeah. According to this norm, the HEPA filters are tested, and all the conditions should be complied with this norm. So we follow as the global norm. We follow this norm and produce the filters. It's used in hospitals, pharma industry, operation rooms. For the airport is different. For the airport, there was another certificate. So their mentality is completely different.
For the airports, they use. I will explain. For example, you are sitting in a waiting room, front of the window, you see the planes. When the planes, when they are starting to work with the machine, with the motor, they let it out the gas. In the waiting room behind, below, there's rooms, with pneumatic systems inside. with the media, and behind this robotic system, there are carbon filters, which we have shown you a few minutes ago, in cartridge type or V-band type. This catch the odor and smell. I mean, HEPA filters is not using in the airport. Only pre filter G4 or bag filters, also in the G4 or F series, but HEPA filters are not used in the airports.
The other question.
The other question
about COVID virus. Actually, the HEPA filters, what we use in hospital, is also related to the virus because the particle size is very small, and for such a small particles, you should consider the HEPA filters. We prepare one leaflet, especially for this COVID-19. To explain the HEPA working structure or HEPA filtration in dangerous area, especially for the COVID-19. So after the presentation, I will send you, or I will send Patricia to the
exposition of the
leaflet. I will send a brochure so you will understand how it's struggling with the COVID-19. You're welcome.
We are, we take part. I mean, this is only some of exhibitions that we enter in some.
We are company, who likes the exhibition. We are in all the exhibitions, try to participate.
Yeah.
If we don't participate in an exhibition, we try to be in the B2B meetings or the customer visits.
Exactly. Mostly, only this year we have normally.
This year we sit in the company.
Yeah. Normally, I'm not here normally. I'm always on travel.
Yeah.
I'm not sitting normally here.
I cannot be in Istanbul or Turkey.
Yes.
But this year we were always in the office, unfortunately, like all the other people. It's better that people are in the safe or healthy position. I hope next year we will be in more exhibitions. If we talk about the past years, we were in Interclimat Paris in France. We are still exhibiting there, but just I think next year it will be
October. Next year, October.
Next year, October.
If this does start the game, if the second effect is not done, of course. I am not the kind of person who can sit at office for long.
The other exhibition is, which is really important for us, Mostra Convegno in Italy, Milano. This year it was just they delayed to September.
Now it's cancelled again.
Cancelled again until
2022.
22. Very, 1.5 years later.
FinTech exhibition is a very old exhibition. It's in Germany. First was in Wiesbaden, then they crashed the building, make a new building. So FinTech is a kind of exhibition. You can find there all the raw materials producers, and right now, thanks to MGT, all the FinTech companies attend in this exhibition.
Yes, the main idea has changed.
Yeah, the main idea has changed because we are the first company who attend in this exhibition as FinTech company. Normally, this is a raw material producer company. ISH is also it's a big exhibition, not only for air filtration, also for many kinds of products. Yes. You want to ask something? Then there is a Solex exhibition in Istanbul. It's similar exhibition.
Sorry?
We cannot understand. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello? Who's speaking?
Yes.
some other
Yes,
people.
we are here. We are here.
Okay, but there's another called trait. I don't know who is it because he says some words, but we don't understand.
The foreign train. It's okay.
Okay. Then the next was the Sonex, which is
There is another question.
do you follow international standard types of certificates? No, but not.
Do you have any plans to come to the North America or South with branch office or even a manufacturing plant? Wow.
I mean, we are coming next year. We are coming next year to Colombia and
We come, as a person we come, but
we was there. We was in your company.
he's asking the office, warehouse, or the production.
Oh, no, unfortunately.
For now, no.
Otherwise,
It is big deal, you know, to arrange such a manufacturing.
you are there. We don't need it. You are there for us. If you will be there, we don't need you there. To be honest.
It is better we don't come.
Otherwise, we will take all the cake on your hand.
We hope in the future.
Yeah, I mean, we are thinking maybe not in North America, but maybe Europe. We are thinking to build it or buy or rent in a warehouse. But it's a plan, just plan.
Yeah.
It's not 100% right now. Our plan is next year to come to Colombia and Argentina, and when we will come over there, maybe we can pass and visit you again. We can start all together.
Yes, we should.
Yeah, maybe.
I cannot go, but we can.
You can go 70 hours.
Okay, the other exhibition.
There's a famous exhibition comes at Hawk in Pakistan, HAC.
This is my area.
Yeah, she knows it.
I am responsible for the Pakistan region. So I need to go there. I need to speak to customers. So Mr. Akan is going to South America.
I am going more than 10 years, more than 10 hours flight. She take only 3 hours flight.
But I am going to stay over the You are going to next one.
I was there, but that's several times. I mean, I think we forget to HR USA exhibition. That's the one.
Yeah,
So they do have a lot of growth figures.
yeah, the priority is distribution.
Yeah, I mean, we firstly, if you want to be our distributor in Peru, I think we have to see your capacity. We are in contact with you almost 2 years, more than 2 years right now. More than 2 years.
It was 2017, I think.
Yeah, so, I mean,
relationship, but from time to time. I saw that you have a lot of loss filters. Can you explain us some of your loss filters?
we can send you some data sheets and information without any problem. But to be honest, we are not rules producer. We do also buy and sell them.
Yeah, the rolls are G4, M5, synthetic or glass fiber rolls.
We are not rose producer. We are filter producer.
Yeah, the metal, yeah.
We buy from outside. I can explain for producing back filter, pocket filter, the media for synthetic we import, we buy from Germany. For glass fiber media for pocket filter, we import from USA. For HEPA filters media, we import from Italy. What else? Carbon filter, granules or media, we buy from Germany. This is not right now. I something called
Those kind of raw materials, they are connected with some suppliers.
I mean, all the suppliers are from Europe. Yes, Wesley, you want to ask something? Okay.
Wesley, are you talking with us or?
Oh, okay.
Just gracias.
It's okay. Yes. Actually, we use the your blue rolls.
With mesh you use, right? As I remember for your play filter.
Yeah, the blue is.
We can provide. We buy the media, the mesh for the media to do by ourselves. We do not mesh. Without mesh we buy, but the mesh on the media we do by ourselves with how much fee.
Okay. Coalescent filters. Do you produce coalescent air filters?
Because of your mask, Wesley.
Okay. I will wait.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Maybe we pass the exhibition quickly.
So AHR USA since 2017, the first was in Orlando, second one was in Chicago, the third one was in Atlanta. So next year, I hope so, I don't know, we'll be again in Chicago. January, when we have the day again. Then Mrs. Gamze explained HVAC Pakistan. Then we have in Istanbul, one of the biggest clean room exhibition. Then International Nuclear Power Plants is also in Paris, also in Germany and in Istanbul. And aircraft exhibition is also in Germany, Hamburg. This is also normally this year, as I remember.
Yeah.
But it's also delayed because of the stupid virus.
Yeah.
So all the exhibitions will be again next year. So we have to look for a lot of work.
And then here are some references for different kind of products. Johnson controls for the climate system and domestic market. Daikin, Denko Hopper, GEA also in other words. Bosch, Mercedes, Hyundai. There's a Bharat Hassan for the pharma industry in Pakistan. Nobel Pharma, Danone, food industry, Group Lifetimes, Air Liquide, Tau Group for the airplanes.
Tau Group in Frankfurt, Dubai Airport, and Lafayette. These are airports, very big airports in the world. For example, TAV Group. This is very big group. It's also together with Fraport. Fraport is around the world. It's a German company who has here in Turkey, in Antalya, in Frankfurt, in Germany, Dubai, everywhere they have the airport. So we supply them for the airport, the filters. Nobel Pharma is a pharma company. Danone is a yogurt and milk, you have to say. Global Lactaires and Acrid, these are French company. They have factories here. They buy from us, and also in their country we supply them.
Excuse me.
Thank you. No, there was a question.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. So with the whole experience you have, and recently, have you asked for your customers to improve the efficiency of the filters to get a better cleaning room for airports?
No,
Like or just back filters?
There's no clean room. There's no clean room. There's smoking room, but no clean room.
Oh, cleaning areas, I mean.
in the area inside the airports. You see the diffusers, but in the diffuser inside, they use G4 pre-filter, panel filter they use.
G4.
Inside.
Okay, but not a most efficient filter, right?
Yeah, sure.
Like an F7.
It can be also.
Yeah, it can also F7.
But they don't care about to use the HEPA filters, for example, like hospitals.
F7 is more expensive than G4. So all the airports around the world, believe it or not, they use G4.
It's the same mentality with the shopping malls.
Same.
They just use some pre-filters to just circle the air.
Yeah.
They just circle the inside air.
The biggest role in the airports or the shopping malls are outside the air handling units. For example, behind the wall of the air handling, in the buildings of airports or shopping malls, behind them of the buildings, there are big air handling units, systems. This is important. In this air handling units, they use carbon filters, they can be used, they can pre-filter, back filter, they can be used, but top of your behind the diffusers which you see on the top of the ceiling.
When you look, you see the white ceiling with some
diffuser in the ceiling, for example. Inside, when you open it, you will see only the G4 media.
Or carbon, or it depends.
Yeah.
But don't think like a hospital, pharma industry.
Totally different.
Which is the most important for human health, so they have to be careful about the filter efficiency and capacity.
For this hygienic HEPA filters, which they ask, you have to be careful, like Mr. Carol said. HEPA filters must be used in clean rooms, pharma, hospitals. They must use HEPA filters, not other kind of filters. Yeah. Carbon filter G4.
Yeah, you can say.
Yes.
Okay.
In the pleated media, there is synthetic carbon. Integrated. Yes, integrated. By the pleated of carbon media, VBAC, these are 400 grams per square meter in a VBAC. In this VBAC is, as I remember, more than 50% is synthetic, the rest is carbon. They are plated together, yes.
Yeah, our sorry, our presentation has also finished, so maybe it is better to pass some question or to your ideas about our company.
We are ready, you can ask anything.
Or you can tell us what you guys are doing exactly. You are in the sales, you are responsible for which industry, for which area, so I understand better than your...
By the way, Mr. Raul, yes. I remember you from the last meeting in Peru. You were there.
Yes, of course. I remember when you visit here.
Yeah, we spoke together, I remember.
Good memory, good memory.
How was your life? How was everything okay?
Excuse me, I don't understand.
Is everything okay with you and your family?
Yes, of course.
Happy to see you again.
When you visit again here?
2 years ago, maybe. Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
We were in a meeting room with your boss, and but
of
the
course
of your boss couldn't reach the meeting, so we meet him next day in the hotel.
Yes, of course.
Together.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you also. Keep safety.
I have one question
Please.
Okay.
about the last question I asked you.
So you have
Yeah, because a G4 filter, I mean, it's not doesn't guarantee that the COVID is not propagated about the people. And in airports, we know that we have a lot of traffic of people. And don't you consider, or haven't you been asked to like to set a more sufficient filter than G4? Because we know, and also here in Peru, most of the airports use the G4, but now with the COVID and with the virus, they have been asking us if we have more efficient filters for this application.
Yeah, that means your question was correct. So that means you can use F7, F8, F9,
Yes.
medium type of filters, not G4 pre-filter. Yeah, I heard this question also for other customers. So you are correct. They can use
Okay.
shopping mall or in airports. But the standard before this virus, it was standard only G4.
Yeah. I know.
also it's the mentality of the company.
Exactly.
If they don't want to spend more money, they just say, okay, pre-filter is okay. So
Well-
it is better they use F7, F9, back filter, VSAT filter.
Yeah. Believe me, people are thinking when they use G4 in the airports, they save money. No, they lose more money than what they can save. If they want to use F7 or F8 or 9, whatever, any F series, they will save more money than G4 using. Believe me. This is like Stella said, it's the mentality of the people. For example, our government, they make a big airport, very big airport outside Istanbul, but they use G4. Unbelievable, they use G4. They spend out of billions dollar over there, but they calculated €5.
Yeah. Happens here.
Yeah.
Mary, are you in the sales, right?
What is your application company? You are salesperson or purchase person or production area?
Of each person?
Henry, I mean.
Henry, Wesley, Rowe,
Okay, Henry, Wesley, and Roger are the technicians and sellers of the industrial area.
Okay.
Raúl and John are the engineers. I think it's everyone here. Yes, and Patricia see all the foreign trade tramits and information.
Okay.
Okay.
I think you remember Pedro. Pedro is the manager, and you have the email with him.
Pedro, I know since 5 years. I know very, very long. Before I came to Peru with Mr. Otter, I know him very, very well.
Okay, he's the manager of the area.
Can you please advise in which sector you are more strong? Which industry you are strong, for example? Are you strong in the hospitals, laboratories, clean rooms, or are you strong mostly automotive sector? In which industry you are strong? In your market?
We are working with hospital some laboratories, airport too, and some industries.
Okay, perfect. The last time you got the HEPA filters for one and you delivered to hospitals, I think.
We have sent you some HEPA filters by plane. You have received them and you fixed it in your customer hospital. Are they satisfied with the quality?
Excuse me, I don't understand well.
We have sent by plane to you by plane HEPA filters for your hospital customer. So I think they start using this filter, HEPA filters. Are they satisfied with the quality? They like the quality.
At the hospitals?
Ingeniero,
Sí.
está preguntando por los filtros que ellos enviaron, si nosotros ya los hemos usado.
No, perfect.
Okay, the samples.
Yeah.
Yes, we sent a hospital. Esos creo que los mandaron al hospital, ¿no? Para que lo prueben.
Sí, los instalamos y no tuvimos ningún
Claro.
inconveniente.
We sent the samples to the hospital, but the results we don't have because they eliminate the samples, don't register the results. They use a filter, but we need to return them the samples to check. But they eliminate the samples.
Yes, to see if we're good or not. But I understand, it's normal.
Yeah, but they didn't have any claims.
Why?
Yes, they work good, but we need the samples returned to check, but they eliminate the samples.
They make you scan test, they make it. When they fix it, the HEPA filter, they make a test.
They make leakage test.
Oh, yeah. With it. We made the particles counting after installing the filter, yeah.
When they fix it, they make particles checking.
Yeah, we made it. And it did work good, yeah.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, and we didn't have any claims from the customers after they changed the filter. So it did work.
Very nice. So, any other questions? We are ready. I think Wesley is coming right now. He is thinking to ask something. Wesley, we are with him.
I have one question.
Yes.
Another one.
No question. Yes. Well, our tips.
Do you produce any back filters for trains?
For trains, yes.
Yeah.
They use
That fiber.
They use standard back filters, G4 filters. They use.
Okay.
In the train, they use metallic brake filter and G4 back filter. They use.
Yes, because we have also customers for the, I don't know how to call it in English, but it's the ferrocarril trains. Yeah, it's trains. And yes, they ask for these kind of filters.
Sorry?
They ask for these kind of filters, the back filters.
I mean, I know in this kind of filters, in the train, they have very high quantity. I know it for my experiences because in the train station or inside the train, they use many kind of filtration.
Yes, inside the train.
Send us the dimension, then Mrs. Kamsi can work on it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good to know because we have 3 customers of those.
Ah, good. This is good. So, for train, if I can ask, you produce by yourself or did you import from somewhere already?
Oh, we import it.
We have 3 customers.
We import it.
You have 3 customers, you said, so they use already these filters. Do you know from where they buy these filters? From Europe or USA?
We're not sure, but we are importing these filters too because we don't produce it.
Okay. But you can ask your customer, or you will see when you go check their system, you can find out from the label, it's a US product or a Europe product.
I think they import the filters from General Motors.
General Motors? Oh, okay. From US. USA, they buy them.
Yeah.
Never mind. We can make it also the same quality, doesn't matter.
I have another question about me. Do you buy sell do you sell some filters for power plants for gas turbine
For gas turbine, we have, it's our special product. We have enough experience. We are selling for Russia gas turbine. We are selling for in Germany gas turbine. Dubai we sell. USA we have sold. France we sell a lot of thousands because in the reband filter is very popular for gas turbine.
Okay.
Explanation is the media is 21 square meter by 592, 592, 292, special standard there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
we have other type, also reband with 420 depth. This is 32 square meter, surface area. Both of them, we are very strong with pricing and production time. So
We should also tell you that the gas turbine, when you focus on the gas turbine, you should understand that gas turbine requires very big quantity. For one area, they require around 600 pieces, only one.
Just one area.
One retail filter.
For 2 weeks ago, for 2 months ago, we have sold maybe water for, I don't know, but we sold the biggest of French company in Tunisia. There's a very big Algerian and Tunisia power plant. So the quantity was around 4,500 pieces. Just one product type.
Yes,
So
yes.
if you can enter in the gas turbine sector, believe me, you will increase your level in your name in the market.
Yes, yeah. They use big amounts.
I'm so sorry, but this is more important than HEPA filter. Because whole plant is the brain of the country.
They care about even the small of the filter.
Yeah.
They care a lot. So it has to be most capacity filter with the most quality.
Yes,
For example, if you not use the reband filter in a gas turbine, which have to clean the air inside, this system inside, the blades, you just see in the gas turbine, the back from GE, Alstrom, they make the blades inside. Only when you break the blades for a one turbine is cost around 1.8 billion euro. So these systems are very expensive in a gas turbine, so they must change every 6 months, 4 months the filter to have to be clean the area.
Yes, yes, it's real, that information. Because actually in Peru they are using USA filters.
I know. We asked Mr. Pedro in the past. He said to me he will advise efficient. We know the dimension they use, but efficiency, and he will send me the target price. But after 2 years, still didn't get the target price. Patricia, you heard me. Patricia, no?
Yes, yes, I hear you. I'm here.
So we are still waiting for you and for Mr. Pedro for gas turbine rebank filter. We are waiting for target price.
Okay.
Yes, very important. Mr. Pedro promised me to send it, but I'm gonna older forget. But now I remember.
Okay. Yes, okay, I will remember him.
Okay, please.
Sorry. Yes.
Hakan,
It's me.
Yes, Mr.
Hakan,
Roger.
I have a question about filters you sent me maybe last month or 2 months ago. You sent me almost 50 E10 filters. I don't know if you remember, but well, those filters had the rubber in the face.
Yes, there was some project, I think. In Excel file, I have sent you the product specification and the
Yes,
price.
I use those filters, and well, they have the rubber in the lateral face, but sometimes we use the rubber in a top and bottom face. Is it a possibility to to buy some filters on that way of rubber?
I mean, if you have a list with 50 lines, of course you can choose of inside the list 10, 2, or whatever. It's up to
We
you.
don't have.
You don't have to buy all of them. I mean, if you choose some of them inside, of course.
This project was for which industry?
This was for office. We had
Oh,
some office clients. It was a big building, and they need to improve it, mainly because of coronavirus. Now we have a lot of clients asking for those kind of projects, so maybe we will buy some filters
so
now.
if you receive from this Scanner list with 20, 25, 50 lines, so if you think in these lines some prices are not competitive, please let us know. Then we will check. Otherwise, if after checking, if we cannot provide, of course, then you will buy this filter from somewhere else. But the rest,
But when there is a long list, consider always to complete the inquiry.
Yes.
If some positions are expensive for you, we could do something to decrease the prices because of the whole quantity.
exactly, this affects the price.
And about sizes, I saw your minimum size for EPA filter was for
Thickness 30 millimeter, frame
300.
thickness 30 millimeter, HEPA filters, frame thickness 30 millimeter till 292 we can make, but also inside HEPA filters with our special pleat machine, we can make inside the pleat till 250 millimeter pleat that we can make.
But I think he asked me in inches, right? You asked me in inches.
Okay. Yes, because we have some clients in office that they have not a lot of space
Uh-huh.
in their building. So maybe they're, I don't know, 2 meters of space, and then they have 50 centimeters to install the housing.
Sure,
And
it's possible.
yeah,
It's
so we can personalize our sizes.
Yes, but you must understand, back HEPA filters in big sizes of brain filter, in big sizes, it cannot be one part. So we divide it, but we
Yeah,
put it together.
my problem is when they have no space. They have a very small space to install the filters.
The
So
small space you
yeah,
can make it
so we can personalize our sizes.
for special sizes. We can make as well, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
So, but I think you are talking about also HEPA boxes to install the HEPA filter inside of the boxes, right?
Yes. Well, some we need boxes also.
We do also boxes. So if your customer doesn't spray it on the ceiling, so we do the box and the filter to have possibility to change from the room size.
Yes, yes. For that project, we need to do it almost immediately. So so we need to start, and we bought boxes from here, from a national supplier. But maybe if we have more time, we can buy from you. I don't know about prices. How is it with you? But in that case, we need to start installing, because it was about 60 or 50 boxes, and we need a lot of time, no?
Be good because if you intend to buy other filters like HEPA filters, band filter, back filter, you can also put boxes to minimize the cost.
Okay.
So think about also that we are producer of boxes. We can share you the good quality. You
Okay.
don't worry.
Great.
You buy locally at the moment in
Sorry?
Peru. You buy the boxes locally.
Yes. Yes. We bought the. We don't have a box supplier. We need to build them here.
I
And
see.
who sold us was not a specialized person on it.
I see. Okay. I think Harry sent something. Just a moment. Let me check Harry. Um, documented field. I couldn't open it. Sorry, just a minute. Yeah, this is back filter. Mm. Yeah, this is this different kind of structure of back filter, but we can do it also. Harry.
He is in a call, but I will tell him your answer.
Okay, okay.
It's possible to do.
Roger, did you have any other questions? Sorry, I interrupt you. You, we do some special filter stuff, you know, the cabin. We also, if the customer requires UV, we can add the cabin system as a customer. But it depends. Sorry. If you are talking about the cabin system, can you hear me? it is the cabin system. We can make special cabin with the UV and the fan, with the filters. We can do it also. Because some customers
Yes, yes. We can put a TV as well. We can open the system, we can
so there's a filter, there's a fan, and they also charge you. I hope you heard me.
Then share something like that.
Yeah, document paylaşırlar.
Yes, we know this. This is plastic frame. High fee. This is our customer in Switzerland, in France. This is our own customer product.
Oh.
This is not from us, this product. This is our product. You know, yeah.
Okay, do you have another question? I think you are the only one, Wesley. No, arkalarını şey yapmışlar, görüyor musun?
Exactly.
Oh, that's perfect. That's nice to hear.
Yes.
Yeah, because we have a recent order that we are evaluating, and we need those filters around 1,000. So we will keep it in mind.
Okay, okay. Mrs. Gamsa will work on it with this product.
You can send me the dimensions, so I can send you the offer, then we can check out.
Yes, that will be perfect.
But after checking the prices, do not close the door. Say your comment, says, Gamsa, the price is there, is high, there's okay, there's high. Share your comment with us. Do not close the door.
Okay, we can negotiate it. So, okay, perfect, perfect.
For any product, not only this, for any product.
That's perfect.
Yes.
Yes, share with this. Okay, sure. You can send, then we can provide all the details what you need. Always.
Hakan, one question. Do you have any problem when you replace your filters in USA housings? Because USA housings are in inches.
No.
No.
It is very easy to orient to US standards. As a ASHRAE standard and the dimension, the inches, and the pressure drop, they use VG.
VG, CFM, they use,
Yes.
but it's same product. Only the application is different.
Because the USA maybe produce in inches dimensions. I think that you
then multiply it by 1.8, then you will see in millimeters and you'll standard.
Okay.
We can send the products with the US standard. The label can be easy.
Okay, it's okay.
You can make. I mean, if you want your label with inches, dimension. We can make, if you want, inch dimension. No problem.
Okay, okay.
Other questions? We have just 5 because
Okay. No, well, I don't have more questions, but if I have, I will send in the future.
always.
I don't know, Henry, Roger, do you have any questions?
We don't have questions, but
Yeah.
we wish LYC very good health and safety during these first days around the world. I hope your family, LYC families will keep safe during these 5 days.
Yes, Hakan. Now that we know more about your products and what you produce, maybe we will review all of our orders and all of the needs of our customers. We will check it out. So what other filters we can work with you?
Perfect. You have
Yeah.
our general catalog? You have?
Oh, what? Sorry?
Do you have our general catalog with product?
I think
Yes. Yes.
okay, if you don't have, I can also send you, and we can repeat this conference anytime again.
Yeah.
And you guys also can contact me anytime for any technical issue by WhatsApp, by email. We're always here to support you. So this conference is very good for us also to understand your needs and to explain our products. We can repeat it periodically. This is your wish.
Yeah.
Yes,
I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your time and your explanation.
Yes. Thank you very much for the conference. It was a lot of very good information that we need to offer and to go to your products in Peru.
Thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for listening.
thank you for your vote, for your time, and for answer of the questions.
Always, always.
Okay.
Thank
So
you.
we will talk
Someday
very
we
late.
will visit you.
Next year we will be here to you. We will come to you.
You are always welcome to come Istanbul and our factory. You will be our guest.
Please, if you have an opportunity to come to Turkey, please come. You will be our guest. We will enjoy together beautiful Istanbul together. You will taste our nice food, and also you will see our capacity with the production line with your own eyes. You can
Okay.
absolutely-
That's perfect.
Interesting. Okay.
Next destination, Turkey.
When I was in Peru, I like your country very much because I find out that our culture and our nature are very similar, like Turkish nature. It's very similar.
Yes. Okay.
So I would like to thank you again, all of you, for your cooperation, to support us, and we are very glad and honored if we can support you for long years. Keep in mind, we are always ready to do that for you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Lord Hakan and Gamse, for the information. I will write for any another question.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Good night for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And good day for you.
Okay. Yes.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Hagan. Bye.
Bye.